Be in the box and we're two and one and live. Hey guys, that was a terrific breakfast my husband makes. I still eat like I'm in the army chow hall. I really do. Oh, my beautiful pin here. My husband is really great about buying things for me, and it matches that necklace set earrings. He's so cool. So I would say hello. I think it's too close, so I'm going to move the boom just a wee bit. So let's see if he thinks I'm not talking loud enough, or the boom's not close enough for you guys to hear me. And I'm on my smaller Chromebook, so I'm not really in your face. That's kind of good. Let's see how it comes out. I got a few more, and I'm so grateful. I can't explain it. Um, I'm babysitting. I think I told you all in the last one. So we're stretched to our limits at this point. I got to try to do something with the house. The only thing I can think of is giving the cats some fucking cleaning materials and say, "Here, clean this up." But they don't just do that. So they're acclimatizing right now. I haven't even found snowballs, furball and snowballs. She adopted them from us. Um, so yeah, they're actually our pixies siblings. So she got she got one for herself and one for her brother, and now I'm babysitting while she gets back on her feet because her boyfriend, they had their name together on a lease for an apartment. Sorry about wiggling. I always get her fidget. And she came home from work, and there was a notice for her to vacate. You got a girlfriend, something. I'm just going to quit fidgeting. But to leave, that she had like 12 hours. She works 2 shifts. And the way it was timed, she came in, so she couldn't get any sleep. And luckily for her, she has a mom here. Like I said in my last one, she's here. And it just wants to go where it wants to go. Uh, anyway, so she had a place to go, thank God, but it broke her heart. But that's how he treated her. And I agree with her. That's just nasty. So the kid come home from work and suddenly you're not even a part owner of your home, you know. And he kept a lot of stuff that she had bought. And the cops were there, so they escorted her here and there, and wouldn't let uh, her say. But I bought that. They wouldn't take it, they wouldn't listen to any of that. And it was like, you got an hour, you're going to watch. You take your stuff. She got an hour. And her brother, she takes care of. He was there, and he was crying. She takes care of him. He's disabled, and she was freaked out. She's got the 2 cats, one for her, one for her brother. She's not going to get all of her stuff. He's keeping it, TVs and all that. He's keeping all that. The cops are backing him. She came to me and was just sobbing. She called first, and I got her to stop crying and just come see me because she had to go to her mom's. And it's here in my subdivision. That's where she's staying. She took herself and her brother there. And she had no sleep, I said, her mother was the one that said, ask Wanda if you could leave the cats there. Yeah, we know she's got a lot. They help too if they can. And that's one of the reasons she took the cats from us, was to adopt something and to try to help us. Poor cat. I mean, she was shaking from head to toe, sobbing, just sobbing. I have so been there. She didn't have to tell me nothing. I knew from the way she was shaking and sobbing. That world they had hard. I've been there. It's if you're not thick-skinned enough, your whole world just it drops out from under you. Believe me, I thought I could handle shit. Not so much. Not so much. So, baby girl, I got to calm down. She had I had told her on the phone she could bring the cats. We would take care of them. I had talked to Robert, my mom. I can't breathe still, as you could tell. But she was still crying when she got him over here, and she couldn't stop crying. So we got the cats out of the kennels, and I sat her down, and she didn't notice that I had been doing my editing in here on the 72-inch screen. So I'll watch myself on screen like anybody else would and see what I need to change. Well, one thing, I was stuttering. I was so tired. And that's another long story. And can't breathe, so you can't sleep. It's a vicious circle. So I was stuttering and trying to get through. But when she tripped out, I was like, that's you on TV. Oh my God. And I said, that was my first reaction. What I saw it do. I said, I will take it off now that you're here. She said, no, 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 I want to see. So I let her watch for a little while. We talked about the cats and stuff. She had to go back out, get the carrier, get the litter, and food for them. And her mom's bringing more for them this afternoon, I think. And anyway, I said, don't worry. They're going to be fine. So did you want it? She was checking. She loved the bar since we got it. So she's our friend. She saw the whole process being done. The carpet out and wood floors down, and we had a pod that held the furniture. And she loved the china cabinet because it contains now the two china cabinets that we had in here are now in one. It's huge against one wall. Lancelot's against a different wall. Then there's the part of the wall with the mirror for the bar, which extends in an L, and we have the refrigerator there and all the stuff, and we have a little kitchen side table that takes care of the rest of it, holds the blender and the ice machine. And she was loving it. She was loving it. So she wanted me to explain to her what the equipment was. So I said, I stuck the headphones on. I said, you gotta have the headphones on. She said, no, no, I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to be on TV. You're a cute kid. I said, no, I'm just going to show you. You won't even show up in here. I was just going to show you. And so I turned that on, and then I had my Google that play something. I forget what it was. Some song she liked anyway. And I said the song, and it started finally. It takes about 30 seconds, and it started playing. And she could hear it really loud through the headphones. I said, now, even if you're not a good singer or whatever, follow the song along using the mic. And she was just fascinated. She said, oh my God, I didn't know it would do that. I was like, I know, it's like karaoke anytime you want. So she loves the boom mic, and she doesn't want to go on TV. I wanted to take her and go ahead and show her how it works. Use a little bit microphone, and we'll do a podcast. And, oh, we can't go on TV. Like I said, the same thing. I'm on TV. Did not realize this that the first time I saw it, I about fainted. Unfortunately, I've never been able to faint. She was like, "What?" That's an old joke from my generation. Our parents' generations, the mothers, for like couple hundred years, if they get bad news, everybody in the house knew they were getting bad news. One would run and get what they called the snifter, which would be brandy, whiskey, scotch, whatever they had, because that's for the men. But they'd get the women a little shot, have them sit down, drink a little shot, they set it straighter and try to deal with stuff. So my little shot glasses are here and the bar. She says, you don't take that. Well, you're talking on TV. You actually take a shot. And, yeah, I do. It's the bar. And I said, do you remember what the name of the channel is? She says, whole channel? I said, no, I'm just the advertisement. She cracked me up. She's about 24, I think she is. She might be 25. So, when she calls me, she should call me grandma. I got a 25-year-old grandson. And he likes her. I steer her away from him. It's not good for her. He'd be moving up. I love him. I do. I really do. In any event. So that's what was going on in my life in the last 2 days. It's been run to the vet, take cats from another one, and foster them for a few days, and help a friend. But when she left, she was much better. She had gotten on here and she knew how it worked and she was all excited. I don't blame her. I was excited too when they got it for me. The other set my son got me. And my husband knew I wanted the golden mic and I had looked it up. So he had ordered that set without telling me for Christmas. So it is awesome. I do love it. You can move it about and so forth, and make sure you're heard. And which I have to keep doing. So most of the time it's in the frame. But I did record her. I did let her record herself so she could see herself. She said, "You promise that won't be on TV?" I said, "No, it won't be on TV. I promise." Do you want me to delete it when we're done? And she said, "Would you?" So cute. I said, "Of course I will. Just so you feel better and know it's not going to come up later on or something. You go ahead and I'll broadcast you, put you on. You can look at it, and you look at it on TV, and then we go in and we can erase it." So that's what we did. And she loved it. She just loved it. She's just too shy to be on TV. I am too, but what the hell? I mean, I just love everything, and I want it to be the social Woodstock. I love it. It's just great. It's anything and everything. And she immediately subscribed. So that was pretty cool. She wanted to know what was going on and to learn that she had never paid any attention to podcasts. I said, "Oh my God, everybody and their brother has one." I used to watch them after I turned everything off and went live stream. Even on the TV, we just had enough with the $300 bills, and then 350 the next month. Swear to God, every other month they would add another $20, $30, and I mean they have some amazing bookkeeping skills. So they gotta go. And we're from a generation that'll read a book. Screw you. Well, read a freaking book. Get off my TV. I go on and we will get it in time. I'm trying to get my camera just right. Unfortunately, it's me, but now it's like me crooked. So we'll just have to go with what we go with. Let's see now. But again, I was talking about, I can't use her name because I haven't been Christian yet. So I'm hoping to talk her into letting me. I seem to be missing a button. Or I get a here to pinch it. I pinch it. I think that's okay now. Don't ask. Just don't ask. When I get done, I have to take another medicine and clean house. And I have extra cats now. So one is still hiding. This fur ball snowball. The one's still hiding. So it's been an interesting morning already. My husband stopped and got me some cigarillos real quick. I had uh, tried I smoked the black and mild because a friend of ours did, and I wanted to try it, and, but I'm not supposed to smoke. So I never go over one a day. I try not to. If I do that, but since I got the podcast going, I usually do one a day. Again, I wasn't going to do the one a day podcast, but yeah, but I'm going to be here all week. Cheers. Mm. That's 12-year-old scotch. We'll walk up and sneak up and just. Whereas there's some people that you want to slap them once, and slap them again, and slap them again, just for snickers. So let's see, what else have we been doing? Lord, we've been doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just nothing that would be interesting to any other people. I got to do this because it's killing me. There we go. Can't see it now when I turn. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. It's a fairly new set that Robert bought me. And I just adore this set with one or two of the pieces that he bought me. I love the brooches. And I think that's doing all right now. Anyway, he knew I loved those lately, and so I got 4 or 5 that he's bought me, and some new jewelry sets he's bought me. So, and this one is, I call them clunky because I'm used to the thin chain with a small thing on the end, and he has got me several pieces like this, and I didn't. They were in a box for like a decade, and I didn't pull them out and try to wear them. I guess it's because I can't wear anything but gold and silver. But you can if you don't wear it all day, it turned out. So I thought that was grand. So he gives me some lovely pieces, and I love it because I can switch them out now with different outfits and stuff. You have to forgive me. I went with shirt blue jeans this morning. What the hell? We had a Sunday coming up, and then be, oh yeah, tomorrow. Now we're a little bit scared because we have, Furball and Snowball, and we have to go to my son's house to do Easter for my granddaughter. So I'm like, do we need to bring something? Or we don't even order a loss because she doesn't have eggs anymore. Or did she have, we can't remember if she had eggs last year, but I don't think she did. So we've had the cat throw us into our rears. Our talks, straight talks is who we've had for 25 years. And they're sending us messages going, you're going to be turned off if you don't pay this. And we're like, well, you got the money. Just, it's on auto file. Just get the shit. What the hell? It's auto file. We're not late. It's due today. It's there. Send it through. So I left that in my husband's hands because I didn't really want to drive to India and slap him once and slap him twice and slap him again. Actually, I really still want to do that. Mm. And she watched, while she was here, she watched the end of one of my podcasts and the beginning of another one, and sat down and watched it for a few minutes after she got off of the equipment. I had moved. She asked me could she see a different one? Could I show her? I was like, I can show you all of them. She said, how many have you done? I said, well, even with the 3-day off, I've done 164. 164. How many people are viewing? What anybody is anybody looking? I said, well, even though I took the 3 days off, I've got 634 people. So I'm you guys hit that like. Y'all have been doing well. Hit that bell. It's free. It's a subscription. It's free, and all it does is do the ding, just like any other one. And it'll tell you I just dropped, in there. I keep live chat on when I'm up here. I expect to hear from all of my guys, and I know it's difficult between work and kids and so forth. So I also try to, once I finish the live stream, I'll put it on Facebook so that most people can see it. The deal is, a lot of people have TikTok and whatever the other one is, X or something. I don't. I have just YouTube and Facebook, and that's more than enough for me. That freaked out a friend of mine, so you figure I think I'll keep it. I'm thinking about starting another ladies' brat pack. We'll all interview each other while drinking. Won't that be cool? That would be freaking the 70s. That would so be the freaking 70s. We'll do the other off camera. We'll do the rest of it off camera, I promise you. Won't be no problem. We'll be happier. We'll probably be looking for some Oreos, but we'll be good. I still see my frame as freezing back and forth, which is why I had switched to my larger Chrome. But I had gotten stuck, like I said, in live stream, and I didn't have the equipment for live stream. My webcam was chosen because I could use it and easily web stream and keep it and broadcast it. So forgive me if we have any glitches or anything. I mean, I don't have a production team. Well, yeah, I do, but it's me. It's all me, period. So I can't really say blame them. Maybe I should have some shadow people back there and could say that. The reason I named it the Social Woodstock was because it was a turning point at the time. After Woodstock, Vietnam War ended. Saigon, everybody knows Saigon. My father-in-law now, with my husband, served in Korea. Uh, there's a lot of almost my entire family that I was adopted into had served at some point. I did know my regular name, but that's another story. And I think I will write a book about this, but I do have something to say about that. For those of you who are adopted, don't look for your family. If your family reaches out to you, run. Run far, run fast, run now. You will have your heart ripped from your chest and shoved down your throat. And they'll be giggling. And it won't just be one person. So I give you that warning. That sometimes it's not that Cinderella ending. Which we, now Cinderella's palace burnt down, and I don't think they're going to rebuild it, considering that Disneyland has been its own country for what, 75 odd years? You know, didn't have to pay taxes. The Santos said, "Oh, yes, you do." So they burned down the castle. No, I mean, it's not funny because I love that castle. It's designed after Norfolk, which is my favorite castle, built by as they call the Mad King of Bavaria, Ludwig. It's gorgeous. You have to ride a donkey to get up there. That was a lot of bruising. That quite like a horse. So you're like up and down, back, up and down, up and down. You get back, shit, somebody's got to help you get off. And you know you're in trouble. you walk upstairs bow legged, take them pants off, go, holy shit. Leg bruises all the way past your knees. I know I went with a friend of mine. It's funny now. Wasn't so funny then, not so much. I said, screw it, I'm staying in the room, in room service. I want a hurricane. Mm-mm. Mm. I can't remember what else I saw. I've seen a lot. They're screaming that don't go out during the eclipse. Get on your medications. Have they understood the VA? Ever seen the VA? That doesn't work like that. But it's stay home. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you have everything you need for 3 days. What? I heard this was the comment that's going past. What the hell? Okay, what the hell is going on? Hmm. Somehow you get the feeling that they're not telling you what they know. I get that feeling all the time. It may just be me. So I want to shout out to Carlisa Lamb and her mom, Mary Lamb. She's my baby. Carlisa is, her mother has been a friend of mine for 30 years. The only true friend I've ever had in this state. Literally the only friend. I just adore this. And my Carlisa, her daughter, I watched grow up, going to the. She almost went in the Navy and decided she would instead stay home and take the nursing courses because she had gotten married and had a baby. And that's kind of when my career ended too. So, but she had done that, and they paid for her college. And, so I'm very proud of her. You won't believe how hard it is in Fort Valley to get an education. I haven't time now, but I wouldn't send my kid there. I actually let my kid quit going there because he knew more than they knew even at graduation. I didn't like it, but at the time, by law, he could stop, and I allowed it. I graduated twice. I graduated college, which is why I went in with three stripes. So they made me. I was it, you know. So we're not in a WAC corps. We're confused at that because they didn't tell us. And now we are regular Army with Vietnam Airborne Rangers for drills. We're like, oh yeah, this is good. My CO gave me my nickname. He said who he was and his background. He said I used to jump out of helicopters and kill people. I found that funny. I've been up for 3 days. I ain't quite right, you know what I'm saying? I weigh 88 pounds, I'm 5'2". But I'm the one with the three chevrons. So I'm in charge. They don't even have one. And I got three. But I just fell out laughing. I fell over laughing. I was laughing so hard. I just couldn't stop. And he said, hey, Bullock. I was like, damn, he's got my name. First day. I got you. I got you right here. You're from Chicago? No way you could be from Chicago. You don't have a record. Which made me laugh harder. You don't have a record. It's like, no, sir. Yeah, I don't. You've graduated from 3 places. What do you do? Did you ever have any fun? No, sir. He said, well, we'll make sure you have fun here. Your new name is Wicked. Do you know 34 letters or whatever? 20 is probably more. It is more than that. I've still got that as a nickname. Here's a story for you. The real parents reached out. We were on the Parade magazine when we were adopted. By the time I was 9, my sister 7.5, they gave them a check from the government till the kids turned 18. It was a new program, so they threw us on Parade magazine. So there's a lot of pictures and all that. So she cried. My sister cried and begged and borrowed a stone. Please, I'm going, please go. And at the time, I managed a Holiday Inn, restaurant, pool, bar, all that. And I was also working with the new water park, which just across the street. So I had a huge bundle of tickets every day. And I was sending my son and his friends off to just right across the street from me so I could check on my son and do all that. So, yeah, I said, okay, fine. And I went. Again, I issued the warning, don't do that. I didn't know. So that didn't turn out well. Um, got a job the second day I was here and had moved here, technically. And I didn't want to, but everybody, oh yeah, you got to have your parents, you got to do this, that, and the other. Okay, Sandy's down there. So I came to visit, ended up living there because my ex decided I didn't want to be somewhere else. I didn't want to leave Texas. He decided I should leave Texas. He's divorced. Yeah. Did I fired 3 attorneys and then I divorced him. And then I tried to find the attorneys so I could beat their ass. Didn't work out so well. So yeah, and then my new husband, we've been together almost 35 years. He's still cruising for a Bruno. As we say, I have extra ammo. He's a good husband. He's a good father to both my son and his daughter. And I think that maybe I'm a good mom too with his daughter. She's my daughter. I love her to death and her 3 kids. Just for an outline, my grandson decided he was going to go ROTC and Army like his grandma. Now, I had a problem with that because I was in peacetime. I came at the end of Vietnam and was not anything but peacetime when I got out. I got out in Europe. In fact, I was supposed to go to Korea. I was supposed to sign over my son to my mother-in-law and go to Korea. And I would not sign custody of my son over to anybody. And I had never even met the woman. So that ended my career in the Army. I didn't think so. I thought, well, I'll meet her, see what she's like, and then I'll go ahead, sign in. There's $1,000 bonus too. Well, I think mine was 2,000 because of my rank. But when I met her, she was so politically powerful, and I mean, she could have taken my kid. If I signed him over, she would have taken it. So I worked in civil service there, yeah, and we get along. we were at the beginning of the food stamp program. We worked it out together. She and I were both as high as you can go in civil service. So I had respect from her at least, and I respected her. But she still wanted my son because her daughter showed up down here in Georgia where we hadn't seen her brother, who she was looking for 15 years or more. And didn't to, and that's another story. But she came down here accusing us of accusing me and Zach of stealing $40,000. And we're like, what? We never saw the guy past 90, 91 maybe. He came over and my husband would drive him and Zach back to the apartment. So he didn't have a car even. He slept on a mattress on the floor. He said, come on over and we'll do fishing next weekend. We took him over there to go fishing. The apartment was empty. He had moved. Did he leave a note? No, he didn't. Did he call? No, he didn't. My son was 13. I didn't want him to learn a lesson like that. It's a hard thing to have to lose one's parents. He had me, but he realized that mom didn't get rid of him. He left. It was that way from the beginning. So I was glad he recognized I was sorry he had to go through it. He's raised his kids well, and I've always been able to see my grandson and my granddaughter. Uh, they work so much anymore. They really don't come by and things like they used to. That's okay too. I've done 2 jobs at college or 2 jobs at Army, and I've done it. You don't have any time. It's just the way it is. You don't like it, but what you gonna do? I see it when I can. Like I said, Easter's coming. I have no idea. 12-year-old Scotch. Sure gets my day going. Most of the way. I might take a nap. Sorry. I can just imagine me trying to get a nap. Can you see all these cats? My husband's freaking. I'm sorry. It's funny as fuck. You guys, I'm sorry. I love all of you guys. Hit the like. Come on, hit the bell. It's really important to hit the bell. I need 1,000 of you guys. I adore all of you. I can't wait to start talking to you. I have live chat up right now. I always have live chat. If I can't get you on live chat, you can still pull it out, watch it, Facebook. I will post it. And you can throw it whenever you want in the comments. Anything. That's what the channel also says. Anything and everything. Just like Woodstock. Love, peace, and rock and roll, baby. Right? Love, peace, and rock and roll. They can't take that from us. Oh, they tried hard. That's our baby boomer generation. Now, screw you. I'm not a baby boomer generation. I'm a freaking hippie generation, and I ran you. Yes, I'm arrogant. It helps you get through the day. It cracks me up. Like I said, I had that my friend when I put her on the microphone, and she promised that I wasn't putting her on TV. She was so scared. Uh, but she looked great, and she answered the questions fine that I put at her, and she giggles a lot. And that's what I wanted. I wanted her to stop crying. I wanted her to realize that there's life out there that she can enjoy. Screw all that. She's done with it. And the animals were fine. And it's hard to find a place to put your animals to know that they're safe. You know, and they know we are overrun with kittens. But no matter what, we don't let them do without. But it's gotten so bad that we do without. So we did find a place that will help adopt them. Thank God. We want them to have a forever home. We don't want them to stay outside and eat outside and maybe sleep on the cushions inside the tent if it's cold. We want them to have a home. Cats really need, and dogs too, are really rather interdependent, I should say, on the human. If they run up to you, you're theirs, like Grey Ghost did. And because of how Ghost went to my husband is why my husband spent nearly $300 to save her. I didn't care what it cost either, you know. So that's good to go. If we could get straight talk off our buns, we'll be having a good day. I handed it to him to do this, fix this idiot. And one of his friends said, "You're what?" He knew that my husband would get these for me once in a while, and he said, "You need to get well the ones that say wine for your wife. She'll like those better." And here, take her one of these. And that's very sweet. They're very expensive. And so I saved it. And finally, and it was totally, it was like I was back in France. Because I bought the cheroot. That's what they're called back there. And they call it cigarillos in Germany. Depending where you are and what type it is, it's either like this filtered, they were all filtered actually, and longer or shorter. Um, and one of the reasons I bought them in the economy ones is because I sold the American ones to my. I worked three jobs. I mean, just to get by. I've got a baby. I'm pushing a preambulator. That's what they're called, actually. We call them baby buggies. Whatever we call a trunk, like it's a boot, they make sure they find some way to call it different. Our garbage bin is a wheelie bin. That's the way it is in Britain. Well, in the United Kingdom. So, got a preambulator. I love that thing. This plastic thing that went up that came down over the baby because I had to run home through the forest where people would stop and exercise and then do the next one. Here I'm running through there at midnight, with a baby. And I was armed. Yes, I was. I was hunting for bear. I'll play nice. I put you down fast because I'm 5'2" with a baby. I'm not going to tell you I got a warning. I'm going to screw you up. If you get really stupid, I'm going to kill you. I had a baby. And thank God I never got accosted. There were two people found dead, two other Army people found dead just because they wanted our cards, they wanted our IDs so that they could get into the base to blow it up. So I got lucky, to get there. So there's some stories that'll curl your hair, I'm telling you. I get 4 hours sleep, back out, drop him the sitters, go to, I was Army. You know, you don't call it because the babysitter's not there. I had 4 babysitters just as backup. So, I mean, it's like I tell my girlfriend, life throws some shit in our way. But there's always somebody out there that will grab your hand and say, come on, we got you. I got saved by several people I didn't even know. And those are long stories. But I think you'll find that most people are kinder than you think. But never turn your back and never trust anybody at all. You can love them, you can be kind, you can do things together. But that trust thing needs to be put in a nice little chest and lock that heart. Otherwise, you're going to be doing the other thing and you're going to be stuttering your ass off because who sucker punched you. Honey, I've been through that twice. It is not a fun place to be. Um, That's why she calls me mom. I know why at 65. I got a grandson older than her. How you doing, mom? When I get off, I should say at 38. I can't about to get off because I had 10 in already. I've got a whole house to take care of because tomorrow is Sunday. Easter is Sunday. I used to love that. Little white socks, gloves, little white. Oh, I loved it. Little white furs. Shoes were white. Had a white dress, all fluffy. I love those. I still love to be dressed up. If I'm doing something, fatigues is great. But if I'm going downtown, I want to wear the good stuff. I hope y'all sit there and hit the like, hit the subscribe bell for me. Come and sit at my bar. If I'm that old, for God's sakes, the old crowd can come up here. I don't care what crowd comes up here. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. Who's good? Is it you and I? Is it all of us? Are the hippies right? You're damn scared we're right. We've been right since 1973. Back when we were sneaking into the drive-ins. I went to one with the kegger. It was Star Wars. I took my kid too. Apparently today that's not a good idea. I don't know what to tell y'all, except I can't tell you all how much you mean to me. All of you that have signed in, all of you that are watching. It must be difficult to watch an old lady. And I'm so sorry for that. I'm really enjoying doing a podcast, like with my friend. When she freaked out when she saw me on TV, I was like, "You should see me." I walked in and went, "Oh shit!" She said, "Did you like it?" I was like, "No, the camera weighs 40 pounds. What are you?" They said 10 pounds. They lied. She fell out. It's 40 pounds. I'll tell all you women. It's 40. It is not 5 pounds. My eyes with this pollen are just, they're looking at me going, "You wore makeup." Oh, it's just annoying as it could be. Once I get off here, I'm not afraid of scaring people. I know y'all got some thick skins out there, so we're good to go. Um, I can't think what else it was. I jumped in again because my husband fixed me a beautiful breakfast. It's very kind of him because he's busy too. So, I mean, I stopped him so I could eat and have my snifter, my stiffener. See, I can't even say it now. It's 12-year-old Scotch. Give me a break. If there's something you guys want to talk about, just put it in the comments or put it on live stream, live chat. Get back to me somehow. Let me know. I know you're there. If you don't want to actually be a subscriber, you just hit like. Watch it like for 5 seconds. No, it's not a comedy club. I know you're. I'll be here all week. I think that makes some people run and hide. I mean, I'm sorry, it cracks me up. It definitely, they're right. The first time I saw myself on TV, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." There's got to be a way to do this where they can't see me. No, because we tried that when it went live, and I wasn't prepared to deal with live because it didn't show me. It was a blank screen, even though it did record the stream, which I have to get into and cancel because there's 23 seconds on this one. And, and no, I was not having a stiffener. There goes one of them. The ones that are asked Pixie, they were adopted from Pixie's litter. Snowball and Furball, she named them, one for her brother and one for herself, trying to help us, get the kittens, give them a life, give them to another human that is lonely. I was lonely, I admit. My husband had big stage 4 throat cancer, which it's just not done. It's just not done. Hospice, it was called immediately, and that's why. I mean, I've been working with hospitals and running them, literally putting the test out for those doctors to be, and you would not believe what a grading curve they have. Oh my God. I didn't see a doctor for 10 years after that job. But he was always there and he beat it. So that's this, so I had to call back now and do all that. But it taught us something too. that life is short. You can't do everything you think you want to, but I have pretty much done everything I wanted to. So that's not so bad. There might be one or two things. I don't know. We'll see. We both decided to think about it, write it down, and won't get into the fact that neither of the kids want anything from us. They don't need it, as I've been told, because we have silver, but you have to polish that. They don't want to be bothered with that. Stemware, crystal, very expensive. Yeah, they don't have that any room. Shot glasses from every state in the United States. They don't have room for that. I don't need that. They got one or two. Yeah. The next generation does not appreciate the fact that I carried China through 3 or 4 countries for well over the fact that my son is 45 years old. I did this for like 49 years. This was well before he was born. And to send them to him because that was the big thing. I didn't inherit my mother's China. My sister did. I didn't inherit my mother's house. My brother did. I didn't inherit anything. I was told to be given $1. I told them to stick it up their ass. You see how that went? Yeah. I didn't need anything from anybody else. Never did, never will. You get put in an alleyway with your 18-month-old sister and you're looking at garbage cans for food and somebody wants to shit on you. They picked the wrong target. Turned out the ones that were supposedly real family down here, half brothers and so forth and so on, including the little bitch of a mother who did think I'd remember that she signed the papers at the courthouse when I was 9. Yeah, she had her brothers looking for us. She didn't know where we were. Sure, she did. She'd come 2 or 3 times, and I knew it, and I said so. I see my husband's going to bother me on the phone, so I better throw this in the can because this is very loud. There we go. I'll get back to him in just a minute. All right, I'm going to kick this in the buns because apparently everybody needs me again. I cannot get anything done today without some slob telling me they need me for something. And yeah, it irritates the crap out of me. I've been down for 3 days. I've been up for two. Wanted to get my stuff done, and I get phone calls. Yeah, I don't like that. So y'all can catch on to the fact that every once in a while I crack. It's not a good look on me. It's just not. So I'm going to yell toodles again for today. You guys come try to like me. I do like everybody that's come up here. I haven't seen any chat yet, and I can't figure out what's going on there. So if you get a chance, can you tell me what's going on there? And then I can check into going into it, and I can do things. I do the paranormal, I do all of it. It's all very interesting to me, but I don't have a chance to tell y'all. I have to stick to one thing, and I never do that. I just give around. So if you would be so kind as to hit that bell and subscribe. It's free. You take it off in 20 seconds, I promise you. But I need 1,000 viewers to go forward with this channel, and I want to keep it. So I'm going to say lots of love to everybody. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Toodles.